Ruler, which has risen in popularity a bit recently.
Ogmore. That's an interesting one.
Oh, they're going the G2 composition. So they're going to go Shen top, but they're going to pick the Lulu here to go with the Kog'Maw. So they did, as you said, they flexed that Shen. Kind of revealing the cards now, though, in this situation. But I guess there's no real way to do it otherwise. Once you pick Kog'Maw, everyone knows you're going Lulu with that.
I mean, they don't have to.
I feel like Kog'Maw is one of these champions where without Lulu, you're losing so much value from it.
Yeah.
Technically, they don't, but it's also... It's like Lucian, right? You always really, in the current meta, want Lucian with Melio. There is substitutes, but it doesn't feel as good. But Shen Kog'Maw, I think you just have such a rough time in lane. And now with the draft really coming through, remember, Lock was nerfed on this patch. And it looks like those nerfs will push BDD away from it. Instead, looking at the Yone, a lot of tools to get on top of this Kog'Maw. So this is going to be a hard game for Ruler.
Yeah, so Yone is going to be locked in. There's that Lulu you were talking about. And that will put the Shen up against the Rumble on the top side of the map.
I think you're not that pressured to take it. But specifically here, if you're dashing in and you get exhausted, it can really make the lane hard. If you can just cleanse it immediately, it's basically not there as a summoner spell.
We'll see whether it does feel good here for Fenrir, who does get exhausted now, elects not to cleanse it, and will instead just take most of his health bar and damage.
But it has meant that he's kind of lost out on this trade. And does get some damage back there, but he's getting chunked out pretty heavily.
Oh, so is BDD, as he does look for a lot of damage onto Chovy. Never mind. BDD being able to play it out quite nicely. Will take a lot of damage, but was able to dish out the same amount in kind. And now Cuz looking for an angle towards his bottom lane. Flash is available, but everything else is on cooldown. As Fenrir goes in, that's a good Glitterlance splash. But Ruler isn't going to throw out his flash. Does finally get it down. And all summoner spells have been removed from this bottom lane of Gen.G.
So if they can get a little bit of damage down in these trades, there's the cleanse.
He did indeed save it for the polymorph, and it did indeed kind of work here, as instead Duro's going to try and turn this one. Pix is helping out.
Or the Glitterlance, he's going to get a lot of health back, as you can see. And the only sustain that the Melio has is from his W, which you don't really want to burn just to heal up the Lucian. It doesn't do that much now.
Oh, in goes Fenrir, but he takes so much damage. There's the polymorph. First blood goes to Duro. And you understand the idea. Cuz was coming in, but he just bolt broke over a corpse.
You commit your jungler's time, you die anyway. And this is a situation where Ruler and Duro were down some.
Oh, there's the ulti from BDD. Right on top of Chovy here, who just decides he wants to ghost away.
It does mean that Perfect can just continue to apply pressure in this top side. Not the end of the world. Kakeen is kept up in farm, but is down 600 gold in the matchup. Now, AT have rushed in here to get access to the Dragon. Can you look for a steal?
Yeah,
like
Perfect. Yeah, Perfect was actually down there.
Pressure. It's Gwyn's used against Coalfield's Trickle. It's not even close.
No. Well, there is the Living Artillery to come down. Paranoia goes in, and they deliver the Shen. Keen wants in on this party. And they will be able to take down this Lucian for their second kill of the game. And now BDD looking for another potential all-in angle. Does miss another Q in that exchange, but he's not going to be punished for it. Those type builds can certainly come on through. Just think like the Kalista builds. In fact, he's probably doing the same build that he did on the Kalista just previously, as Fenrir has to go back home again. Duro needs to be a little careful. It is somewhat dangerous to get around the jungle and get wards down as the Lulu, as they're looking for an angle towards Cuz. The taunt does not connect though here from Keen, who's just teleported in. Equalizer goes down, connects onto Ruler momentarily, and now Keen, just a one-man army, blocking 4 people from getting into the pit. Now the turn comes through. Canyon looking for the only gold lead that KT has, and they are going to be able to get it. Keen gets a wild growth. That keeps him alive. And Gen.G, they hold a monopoly on the kills. They grab the next Drake. They move to probably a 4,000 gold lead after this turret goes down. the whole rest of the map has kind of fallen apart around you. And now KT are actually moving over looking to see whether they can equalize these dragons. This would be sole point for Gen.G if they can get in there. Stands United, up and available. Keen just bounces his way into the back of the pit as Cuz doesn't quite hit the Vault Breaker. BDD gets a knock up onto Keen, but he just doesn't take damage. Cuz has to get out of there. The Drake will be claimed by Gen.G. There's a nice smite to come on down, and now are they going to get the re-engage as Chovy will just realm warp his way out of there, and Gen.G just not even interested in a fight.
Oh, Chovy, level 16, and he's going Actualizer third, not Rocket Belt?
Oh my, who is this? This isn't Chovy. Paranoia comes in, that's Canyon. Wild Growth comes down, and down goes Cuz. No way to even interact with the video game here today. This was one of those story games, and he's at the arc where it's very depressing, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's all right, Baron's down to 50%. There's no smite on KT. They have to kill them or leave, I think.
Leave is a good answer.
Well, they are going to do neither. As down goes BDD. Yes, he definitely unbound his soul in a very real way in that moment. As now, KT are trying to run away. Effort doesn't find the fire kick, but they do at least.
Fenrir, that is the wrong side of the
No, he's defecting. He's like, no, I joined the wrong team. I joined the wrong team. Keen is going to say, no, you didn't. Get out of here. He just finds it. There's the auto. I mean, we're a Drake and 3 grubs away from a perfect game. It's pretty doomed. Ruler is just going to fire so many autos.
Wow.
I mean, one more and Effort would have definitely died. And now they're going to send it. Let's see whether they can find it. As Ruler almost loses half his health. He did lose half his health. Nice work, KT. You nailed it. Fenrir wants to kill Canyon. Canyon doesn't care. Look at that. Just stands around. Will walk up and kill him. Didn't want to give the kill over to Keen or Chovy. Keen had killed him already, and Chovy's had enough kills so far this year. And now BDD, he unbinds the soul. He's not going to snap back though, unfortunately. These Nexus turrets, not long for the world, and this was an utter thrashing from Gen.G in game number 1, using a composition